Good afternoon, everybody. This is Jason Smalls, AFL-CIO, and today we are down here in beautiful Great Falls, Montana. Don't mind, listeners, if you hear honking. We got people honking and waving, and it is an active picket line here today. And I'm here with the leader of UFCW 1889, Terrie Trettenback. Hey, Terrie, how about you do a little introduction?
Well, thank you. Appreciate everybody coming out, and I am the president of UFCW Local 1889 out of Butte, and this is a store that, well, I'll just do my introduction, I guess. I'm the president of the local, and looking forward to having a visit with you about this situation.
Yeah, so what do we got going on here? It's my understanding this used to be Hometown IGA, is that correct?
Yep, it used to be Rich's Hometown IGA.
And he sold it, how long ago's that been now?
Well, actually, they sold the store legally in April, and then she took over June 10th.
Right. So why don't you explain the situation we got going here? I know there's been a lot of, online and in some social media, a lot of misconceptions and bad information spread already. So tell us, what do we really got going on here?
Well, she did take over the store from Rich on June 10th, and she decided that she didn't want anything to do with the successor agreement on our agreement that we had with the store, because it was a union store. And she decided to make sure that she only hired less than 50% of the store, so she didn't have to have the recognition on the bargaining unit. And I had talked to her and asked her if she wanted to stay union and help, hire the people back, and she said she wasn't interested. And so she is a town pump girl. She's been a town pump over 20 years. And I don't know what happened there, but she did come in the store and was working for about 8 months, so she was kind of analyzing and looking at the situation and figured out, trying to figure out who was going to stay and who was going to go. And then June 10th, people walked in. She had a 3-day schedule, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. She walked in, people asked if they're on the schedule, and she said no. So there were certain people, good people, that have no reason to lose their jobs. She just didn't want to be union, and this was her way of doing it. Was only hiring half the people back. So she did take it over, and there's half the people are still in the store working, and the other half are either have left and got different jobs because they weren't rehired, or there's some on picket line with us. So
you were talking about that agreement, and I know with the previous owner you had basically a proactive labor agreement going, right? So how much longer was that going to last, and what did it look like? I mean,
Rich had until August 1st on our contract left. So we had told Rich that you're going to have to finish up on the agreement and do what's called the closure store effects on how you're going to close the contract out. And he said, I'd be happy to do that. So he finally, at some point, after I had to file a grievance against him to get him to the table, he did say that he was going to go ahead and try to work something out to close that agreement. So the contract is still active, actually, till August 1st under Rich. She just decided not to pick up that agreement. She's just running non-union.
Right, so I mean, she effectively got rid of you guys and brought in some outsiders to pick up the space. How, oftentimes people probably don't understand what a contract or an agreement looks like with a grocery store. I mean, people are probably more familiar with, more industrial trades and stuff like that. So what do you guys bring for the table for your membership?
We have a full contract with all full benefits. It includes, she had a contract with some health care that expired June 30th. Rich had his own 401k. They did not want to participate in our union pension. However, the contract has many benefits in it for the working day, the work week, and how it's outlined for overtime, vacations, sick leave banks, holiday pay. I'm not sure she paid him holiday pay. That was essential. And just everything you could imagine, how we protect people once they walk in the store with those four walls. So, yeah. So
what do the wages look like? I'm very familiar with the construction segment and construction unions, private sector, stuff like that. And generally our wage packages are really good compared to the non-union wages in the same field. So, does that kind of hold true for your sector?
It is. That's what union contracts are very, very important, because they bargain those wages for the length of the contract. So they have to introduce those contract wages that we've bargained and the employers agreed to. we just had their last and final increase. I believe it was like February. I would have to double check on the wage. But February, they just got their last contract wage, and of course they cut the hours as soon as they got the wage. But she decided that she was going to keep part of the people that made some of the money, and a lot of the journeymen are out here with us. So top rate was $18.50 for most people. Some people were at $17.90. So it was unfortunate that she decided she's only going to keep half the people, and that all the new people that she's hiring in she's offering $14 in the deli, depending on experience. But what I'm told here is she's hiring people in at about $11, $11.50 an hour. So she's reduced that labor. So, labor costs are always the most expensive part of being in business, right?
Well, right, and unfortunately, being the people who are trying to make a living off of that business, or working that business, it gets pretty difficult. I mean, we're seeing so many 2 and 3 job homes these days. It's crazy. I mean, the cost of living escalates. I mean, we looked at a 23% inflationary rate over the past few years. That's insane, right? I mean, wages, even union wages, struggle to keep up with that kind of inflationary increase, and the dollar's just not worth anything anymore. So it's extra important at this point in time to try to make sure that our workers are protected, of course, and making a livable wage. I mean, that's what everybody's shooting for. So how many of your employees have been out on the line? Basically everybody that took off, or?
I wish that was the case. Some people just had to go find other jobs right away because they have obligations to meet. So we've had consistently between 6 and 8 of the approximately 14 that were let go.
Just about half, huh?
Yep, about half. I'm going to tell you one gentleman that he worked in the deli full time. He just was evicted from his house because he had no paycheck. And that was pretty tough to bring a 3-day eviction notice to us yesterday. It was pretty unfortunate. So he's evicted today. It's just unfortunate they didn't have a steady paycheck, and she cut him loose, and he was a real asset to the deli over here. And she said, well, I can't bring him back until the contract expires August 1st, which was a real violation. So they've been out here surveilling us, or random surveillance. Blatant surveillance, videotaping us, so that's all against the law. So, but it's unfortunate that she did say, well, come on back, I'll look at hiring you in a few months. So that she just wants to cut the wages and bring them back at a reduced rate, and people can't do that. And people are working 2 and 3 jobs out here,
So, we are just a little bit short on time, and of course we'll do some more media and try to do some more updates as things go by. But what's something other union members can do to help, or how can people help you right now?
We're just asking for a little boycott on the store for right now until we get the labor dispute settled, or she comes to the table. And if we could maybe come out and just support us by, grabbing a sign, walking for a few minutes, that would help. Otherwise, shop our 2 Albertsons, they're union stores. Appreciate the business going up there. I know I don't want to support Super One, but they've been a big help in shifting some of the shopping dollars up there as well. So a lot of our people have said, this is a neighborhood store, we're not going to shop here anymore. It's kind of unfortunate. We're not out to ruin our business, we just wanted to bring our people back to work and do the right thing.
Yeah, what's fair is fair.
Okay. Thank you. Yes.
Definitely. And
appreciate everybody's support out here.
Contracts aren't made to be broken. So
that's right.
Well, wonderful, and we're here to help, and
right.
Hopefully some of the other union folks that end up watching this, step in. I know these guys have been here quite a while already. It's getting hot. Some of these folks are a little older, and they can sure use spelled out. So.
Yeah, IBW, go IBW. They've been a big support. Big Sky 55 Plus, they've been a big support. So we appreciate everybody. AFL has been amazing. So appreciate everybody's help on this deal.
You know it.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Jason.